Hey, Warriors, and happy Warrior Wednesday to all of you. Thank you so much for tuning into webinar number 5 for the summer session of the Athena's Warriors United program. We're down to our last 2 calls, and this one is so good. I hope you're ready to receive this incredible message of how being more in tune with the organization of your business will help you become less stressed, more in action, and ultimately making more money. I want to give a shout out right now to our warriors who have already hit their war goal for sales and recruiting so far for this session. So let's start with recruiting. Chrissy Shedd from New Hampshire, Olivia Lee from Maine, and Crystal Clark from Vermont have all hit their war goals by already recruiting 5 new team members. Chrissy already has 1 qualified. Crystal recruited 5 different people from 5 different states. And Olivia Lee had a baby girl. Congratulations, Olivia, and welcome to the world, Ava. Anything is possible if you're willing to focus and take action. And I'd like to shout out to our warriors who have already hit their 6K goal for sales with 2 full months still left to go. So let's see. We have Chrissy Shedd, Olivia Lee, Annie Driscoll, Katie Amaro, Kristen Cardoso, Kelly Lonigan, Talia Kocha, Lindsay Bateman, Rebecca Richmond, Jeannie Miller, Katie Mahoney, Lori G.C. Gonzalez-Fusali, Brianna Owens, Katie Gwynn, and Kendra Tomase. I am so proud of all of you who are working your business with such passion and perseverance. So let's get this call going. Since 1993, our very special guest, Caterina Rando, has been coaching, consulting, and providing solutions to women and men to build thriving businesses. Her life's work is showing women, entrepreneurs especially, how to succeed by being loud and proud about the value they bring. Caterina is all about positivity, integrity, generosity, community, and providing massive value while uplifting others. She's a sought-after speaker, event producer, publisher, and author. Her latest book, The ABCs of Public Speaking, Learn to Think Differently, from Watkins Publishing, is published now in over 13 countries and several languages. So she's here to inspire you to take more control of your business and the way you organize your time. Remember that you'll hear code words throughout this call, so listen carefully. Our code words, or word, let you know that you were here and lets us know that you were here. So make sure that you write them down as we go through. Your first code word is organization, ORGANIZATION. Your first code word is organization. Okay, Caterina, are you ready? Warriors, are you ready? All right, Caterina, take it away.
Hi, everybody. This is Caterina Rando, and I am so excited to be with you all today to support you in getting more organized, more in action for more success in your business. And we get organized and we put attention on productivity because, of course, we want to generate more profit. And the more productive you are, the more people you can connect with, the more orders you can take, the more organized and successful you will feel, and that will make a big difference in your bottom line. So the first thing I want to say is that, we've all been taught to use a to-do list. And by the way, I'm going to give you as many quick tips as I can in our time together. Please be taking notes, and really, as we go through this discussion, really be looking at not only what are you already doing, but what are you doing consistently, and what have you really mastered? Because the challenge with any business topic that we talk about is that, sometimes you hear yourself say to yourself, oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, well, knowing is not doing, and doing is not mastering. And what my request is of you is to not only be doing what you know supports you in your business, but to be doing it consistently, and then to really master it, meaning really looking at how it works best for you, looking at how you can improve what you're already doing, how to be even more efficient with what you're doing, because that will support you in really growing your business. And by the way, Goddesses and Adoni, I know a lot of you are like me in that you're highly creative. And we're always thinking about, hey, how to try this, and I'll try this, and let me do this. And one of the values that I want you to bring in for your business is efficiency, because efficiency equals more productivity and more profitability. And having been in business many, many years, recently I decided, you know what, I'm going to put attention on efficiency. And that has really made a difference in my business. So that means you have your checklists, you have your systems and your processes, and like here's what I do when I get a new customer, here's what I do when I get a new client, or new team member. You have those checklists that you use. You say, okay, here's what I do before I do a party, here's what I do after a party. You have your checklist, and you're really being really efficient in your business. So in addition to the super tips we're going to discuss, I really want to invite you to embrace efficiency in your business as a value that you keep putting attention on. Okay, so I mentioned a moment ago your calendar and your to-do list. So we've been taught to do a to-do list, and that is great. But here's an upgrade that I really want you to embrace that has made a huge difference for a lot of direct sellers like you that have begun to focus on this. So instead of using a traditional to-do list, what I want you to do is actually use your calendar as a to-do list, as a place for your to-dos. So for example, instead of writing on a to-do list, getting ready for this call, I put it in the actual time on my schedule when I'm going to do it. Instead of putting on my to-do list, call my potential hostesses, I don't put that on my to-do list. I put it in my calendar at the time I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that between 5 and 6 tonight. I'm going to do that between 12 and 1 tomorrow. And it's on my calendar in that time. It says, call potential hostesses to book shows. Now, if I don't get it done at that time for whatever reason, I move that item to the next time that I can do it on my calendar. And if you can stop using a to-do list and instead use a calendar list, putting things on your calendar and when you're going to do them, you will find that you're not only being more efficient, but you're being more realistic about what you can get done. And the other reason why this is important is that sometimes we have our life calendared, of course, when we're doing what? Work, school, with the kids, etc., at the doctor's. But then we don't put in the things for our business. So by calendaring your to-dos, you're going to find that you are going to have a lot more efficiency and clarity. And then also, you do that in advance. Like, let's say you said, okay, every Monday between 5 and 7 or 6 and 7 or 7 and 8, I'm going to do my potential hostess calls. Well, you know what you do then? You put it on every Monday for the rest of the year. And then, of course, if one Monday you're not going to be someplace, but it's already on your calendar, then what do? You just move it someplace else to where you know you can get it done. So this, of all the super tips, this is the super tip I really want to encourage you to embrace. This is the one that will make the most difference for you, is calendaring your to-dos. Now, related to this is I also want you to take a little extra time. So what I mean by that is, let's say I wanted to take that hour to make my potential hostess calls. Well, guess what? I'm going to actually calendar an hour and 15 minutes because it might take me a little bit to get started, might take me a little bit, I might get interrupted. And guess what? If I'm really doing well, I want to keep going, I'm going to have that extra time, okay? So sometimes extra 15 minutes, extra half hour. And the thing is that especially when we're doing new tasks, let's say if you're a new goddess and you haven't done a lot of shows yet, it might take you a little extra time to get ready for a show compared to the goddesses that have been doing it for a really long time, right? So a goddess or Adoni has been doing it for a long time, they're going to take maybe an hour to get everything, or a half hour even, to, get everything ready to go for a show, a party. But then for you, if you're new, it might take you, an hour, hour and a half. So put some extra time in your schedule related to your to-dos. And then as you get better and better at identifying how long does it really take you, then you can pop a more realistic time in there. Now, hopefully you're doing this. Okay, next super tip. Do not feel that you have to organize your whole office or dining room table or whatever before you get busy on your business. One of the challenges that a lot of people have is they feel like their space has to be pristine before they pick up the phone, before they send out their emails, before they do their social media for their business. And they're spending hours every week getting organized and almost no time on the actual things that are revenue-producing activities. Now, if you are an organized person and you want to be super organized, then I encourage you to put in your calendar 15 minutes at the end of the day after you're done with all your business activities. Even if you're doing business in the evening, another 15 minutes for getting organized or cleaning up or putting your desk together, however you want to do it. You can make it a regular practice, but it happens after all the business has happened, not before. Because every moment that you have set aside for business, you want to always be looking at these two important questions. Am I focused on revenue-producing activities? And what are revenue-producing activities? Connecting with potential hostesses, of course, revenue-producing. Connecting with current hostesses, of course, revenue-producing. Connecting with potential team members or talking to team members, of course, revenue-producing. Talking to customers and potential customers, of course, revenue-producing. Anything else, for the most part, is not revenue-producing. So you really want to be making sure that you're not taking your valuable business time to organize your office. Instead, do the business activities, the revenue-producing activities, and then take a little time to get organized, okay? Very, very important. This is what I call, my friends, getting ready to get ready to begin to think about getting going, okay? That is not what I want for you. I want you to get in massive action and then get organized at the end if that is something that you need to do. Now, a lot of you are very creative. You don't even have to worry about it. You're just procrastinating. You have to, of course, find what works for you. But the thing is that your priority is revenue-producing activities. A quick sidebar, very important. I wanted to share the special word of the day, which is, I-S. So make sure that you noted that. A special word for today is I-S. Okay, take a deep breath. Now, I've dived right in to two really important super tips for being more productive and organized and efficient in your business. Sometimes, though, it's not about the to-dos. It's more about the motivation to do something. Are you with me on that? Like we know what we need to do. We're just not doing it because we're not really motivated to do it. And oftentimes, ladies and gentlemen say to me, Caterina, how do you be organized? Well, the way you be organized is that you take the time to do what we've discussed here. Do the to-do list on your calendar. Calendar your to-dos. To be getting in action before you worry about organization. And if you're not motivated to be successful, then here's what I'm going to tell you is the most motivating thing. The most motivating thing to be successful and be in action around your business is to have a success. Meaning when you book a party, guess what? You're motivated to book more parties. When you get a big order, guess what? You're motivated to get more big orders. When you sign someone up for your team, guess what? You find yourself very motivated to put more attention on growing your team. So the way to stay motivated is to have successes. How do you get started, though? And I want you to have that compelling vision that is that thing that is why you're doing your business. Now, there's a big thing. Maybe it's the big trip that you want to go on with your family. Maybe it's that you want to pay off your house. Maybe it's that you want to pay off your debt, although that's kind of a depressing one. So I want you to have like a celebration after you pay off your debt that's more exciting, that will keep you motivated. Every day, I want you to remind yourself of that compelling vision of what you're creating in your business. I remember last time I was with you all speaking at an event with all of you, of course, always a pleasure. And one of the ladies said, I see myself waving at my son when I drop him off at private school and how happy he is in his school uniform because I want to send him to private school because he really wants to go to private school. Well, that was her compelling vision. That's awesome. You need to think about that before you start to pick up the phone, okay? And have your goals. Every month, set goals. How many parties do you want to book? And guess what? Of course, you have to always over-enroll. If I wanted to do 8 parties a month, I want to book 10, right? You all know that. So then if I want to do 8, my goal is 10, okay? If I want to do 4, my goal is 6. To always over-enroll for your bookings. But the point here that we're discussing is that every day you review those goals. Hey, I want to book this many parties this month. I want to get this many new team members. I want to sell this much in product, right? And if you have goals around, hey, I want to have this many referrals, okay, really good to set goals around referrals. I want to add this many more people to my prospect list, meaning I'm going to get out there and meet some new people, okay? So set these goals for yourself. And importantly now, as we're discussing being productive and being organized and efficient, is to review those goals every day when you review your compelling vision. One thing that really depresses me, and I hope this is never you, is when I say to someone, Sheila, what's your goal for this month? How much do you want to sell? How many people do you want to add to your team? What's your total revenue that you want your whole team to generate? And she says to me, I don't know. I have to find my piece of paper where I have that written down, or I have to pull that up on my computer. Well, guess what? Then I know that she's not in relationship with her goals. She's not thinking about them every day. She's not working every day saying, okay, if my goal is $3,000 in sales for my team, how am I doing on that so far? And who can make a difference here? And what can we do? You're not thinking about it. So I really want to encourage you. That's why we review our goals every day. That's why we review our compelling vision every day, because it supports us in thinking about how to get there. And run your business like a business. If you're in business, which you are if you're listening to this call, then you want to be running your business like a business, which means reviewing your goals every day. And also related to that is knowing every day, where are you in relationship to that goal? What are you? And maybe it's every week. You know where the sales are. Okay? You know how many parties you've booked for the next 3 months. You can see it on your calendar. Okay? By the way, I love having a wall calendar also. And you may use a wall calendar. You may use an online calendar. A wall calendar is where you can see the year at a glance, and then you can put all the parties on the calendar, and you can also put the potential dates, and you can put your vacation and your time away, and that can really help when you can see the whole year at a glance. It can really help not only with staying organized, but it also helps for you to see, I have a lot of parties next month, but I don't have any parties the month after. Okay, when you can see the whole year at a glance. And I started using, some years ago, I started using a wall calendar because the challenge with the online calendar is that you usually just see 1 month at a time and you can't really grasp the whole quarter or the whole year. So let me encourage you to add a wall calendar, and then I put smiley faces or stars every time a show is booked. And then you can also put meetings on there for meeting with potential team members and set goals around this. You know, if your goal was, let's say, 4 new team members this month, well, guess what? You don't just need that goal of 4 new team members. You also need a goal of have 10 conversations with people about joining my team. Okay? You need to have goals around the activity as well as the result that you're looking for. So what are the activities that support the result? You want goals around that too. Okay? It's just like working out if you want to slim down, right? If you want to slim down, you want to lose 3 pounds this month. Well, that means not only the result of 3 pounds, but that means, hey, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, etc., on your other practices that you know are going to support you. Okay? Okay, good. Now, the other thing, let's take a deep breath. So we've talked about your wall calendar. We've talked about putting your to-dos on your actual calendar and scheduling the time for them. We've talked about reviewing your goals every day. We've talked about putting your action steps as goals that you know support you getting your goals. These are all really good things. Now, the other thing is I want to encourage you to have a physical representation of what you want, that what you're going to do when you get your goals in your office or your home, where you're going to see it every day. And what I mean by that is, let's say you want to take the family to Disneyland. Well, let's have some mouse ears on your desk, okay? If you want to get a house, you know, that's one goal of most families, right? Well, then let's have a picture of a house that you want on your wall. You know, once I was working on winning a trip, and so I had the cruise ship on my wall to support you. Visual really helps because that helps train your brain that, hey, that's coming, okay? Ladies, one of the things related to this, one of the things that can keep us off track for being organized and productive and efficient and really in action in our business is disappointment. So you made 10 calls. Nobody called you back. Guess what? Been there. Hear it all the time. Let me tell you something. One of the biggest things I want you to embrace to be more organized and effective and productive in your business is to manage your disappointment. There is really little room for it because instead of focusing on disappointment, just focus on what you want to create and how you're going to get there. There's always going to be disappointment. There's always going to be parties that you're so excited that that person is doing a party next week, and guess what? Something happens to somebody in their family, and now they have to cancel their party. It's life. It's called life. Don't let it get you down. Manage your disappointment, okay? What do I do if somebody cancels? What do I do? No problem. I get back on the phone. I get back in action. I make an irresistible offer for somebody to take that day for a party, okay? Disappointment is not for successful, thriving goddesses and Adoni. Disappointment is for sissies. Business is not for sissies. Business is for people that have a vision, that want to be of service, and have massive value to bring. And guess what? That is you. Review what we've discussed. Please listen to this call at least once more. There's a lot of good info on here because you know what? You have massive value to bring. There's a lifetime supply of potential hostesses, of potential customers, of potential team members. All you need to do is be efficient and in action around your business. Focus on what's the highest and best use of your time, revenue-producing activities. Forget the disappointment and focus on what you want to create, and very soon you will be there. This is Caterina Rando. I am here to support you any way I can because you have massive value to bring, and I want you to remember that Athena's has massive value, that you are awesome, that your company's awesome, and be in action, and you will find that it will all go very, very well.
Thanks, Caterina, as always. I love listening to your super tips. Every single moment of this call was done in service to you, the Goddesses and Adoni of Athena's. I strive to provide you with top-notch education from industry experts who want nothing more than you and Athena's to survive and thrive in today's business climate. Caterina gave us such incredible insight and practical tips to take more control of our success. So how do you like that idea of writing your to-do list in your calendars? Wow, so when I'm working on my September meeting and Golden Circle to-do list, boy, my calendar's going to be full. I love that idea, though. It really makes a lot of sense because now you're in total control of your time and the things that you need to do each day. I love it. Totally love that. So what were your aha moments from this call? What are you going to do first? Being more organized will help you achieve your goals faster and with less stress. I know that for sure. So please, share your aha moments with me. So I'm looking forward to seeing you smash your Wow and War goals. I mean, you can smash them. I believe in you. July can be your biggest month ever if you believe in you and take consistent action. I hope you've been loving these social media posts that we've been putting out about summer parties, and there's more on the way. I'd like to remind you about our Golden Circle of Leadership letter writing campaign. This is a chance for you to express gratitude to someone within Athena's who has helped you in a way that has made a positive impact on your business or your life. Letters must be submitted by 11:59 p.m. this Friday. So come on, all you procrastinators out there. You need to get your letters in. And the 5 best letters will be chosen, and those 5 authors will receive VIP access at Golden Circle, the awards banquet on Friday night. They'll get to read their letter on stage to the leader. It's a very emotional moment to share gratitude like that. You'll receive a Golden Circle swag bag, and you will be joining us for the Golden Circle Breakfast and Workshop with Nikki Keohoho. And I'll also throw in a $100 Athena shopping spree, and it'll be September, so new products will be out. All letters will be presented to the person they were written about. These letters are cherished and appreciated, so please get yours done. You have the chance to make someone feel special and appreciated. Don't waste it. So I'll be making 2 people feel pretty special on July 5th. I'll be doing a Facebook Live video on my Facebook page to pull the raffle and give away our final 2 free trips to Bermuda. If you recruited someone in the month of March, you and your March recruit or recruits will want to be watching to see if I pull your names. More details will be coming in the next few days, so watch your email and the WAR Facebook page. Lots of good things happening in July, like my birthday, National Party Weekend. I hope everyone is going to be doing a party on National Party Weekend. That's the 14th, 15th, and 16th. It's my birthday. You want to give me a gift? Do a party that weekend. And there's lots of wonderful savings for your hostesses. So check out the post that we made about National Party Weekend, and you can share that to get people to book parties on that weekend. And, of course, there's win-free sex toys for a year. So many ways that you can entice people to book parties over the summer. And, of course, it's the July BBW on July 9th. I invite all of you and your teams to attend, either live or streaming. Brett Palmer Halverson will be doing his demo in drag. You don't want to miss that special presentation. And, of course, the incredible Carrie Sellis, who popped that lock on the $10,000 treasure box back in January, will be giving you tips to become a more powerful presenter. And finally, Goddess 69, Amy Lebrecht, is going to be loving you all and teaching you about erogenous zones. All right, what a lineup. Wow. Brett, Kerry, and Amy. That is one amazing lineup. Don't miss it. And you never know what surprises I'll have in store for those of you that attend live. All right, now it's time for me to give everyone on this call a chance to win a womanizer. You could use this womanizer as a summer booking incentive, add it to your demo, or keep it for yourself if you were the winner. So fill out the Google Docs survey that was included in your email and share your aha moment. You can find the Google Docs survey in the email that contained this webinar link, and it has also been posted in the WOW and WAR groups for your convenience. Click on the link, fill out the the submission form completely, and this will be counted as proof that you were here for your spoils of war and will enter you to win the womanizer. You must fill out the form by midnight on Warrior Wednesday in order to get entered to win that womanizer. Can't listen on Wednesday? That's okay. You have until 11:59 p.m. on Friday, June 30th to complete and submit the Google Docs survey. By submitting that information, you receive your spoils of war credit for being part of this call. And now here's the final code word you've been waiting for, and it's KEY, K-E-Y. Your final code word is KEY. So I hope you'll be back next week for our final war call for the summer with the one and only Patricia Fripp. Thank you for being part of the Warrior community. So now go submit your form to get your Warrior credit, and then write your Golden Circle letter and submit it, please. Let's go, Warriors. God bless.